This is the future.
We got a lot of Arcanes from the Angels, and echoes of the Zariman updates, and it's amazing how these Arcanes work, since they don't just bring new power to Warframes, but also to operators. With all the changes in focus and operators right now, our space kids can support our Warframes, and hell, they can even kill higher level enemies. I have almost reviewed all new Zariman Arcanes now except for one, which I have saved for last really, because of how weird this Arcane works. Weird, but it does work pretty well in a specific setup though. The Arcane I'm referring to is Molt Reconstruct, that heals you and nearby allies within affinity range for every point of energy spent on the initial casting of Warframe abilities. At max rank, it heals 6 health for each energy point spent by your Warframe on the initial casting. So assuming that your ability costs 100 energy per cast, then you can heal 600 health per cast just using that ability. The good part is that the activation is quite easy based on the Arcane description. Or is it? I mean, this is a great Arcane based on the description since it has 50 meters range due to affinity radius, and the activation is simple and reliable since every time you cast abilities, you heal yourself and your allies. However, there are restrictions to this Arcane after a bunch of tests. First of all, for those players who are looking forward to using this Arcane for defense targets, defection allies, and even in your corn bots or necromeshs, then you'll just be disappointed since it doesn't heal these types of allies. It's specifically useful in a team setup, along with other players using Warframes, but in a solo scenario, wherein you want to exploit the word allies to heal things such as your corn bots, then again, you will just get disappointed. In addition, it's weird, as I have said earlier, since it works on abilities, but it also doesn't work in some abilities. Okay, let me explain by giving some examples. This Arcane should be a blessing for Ember, and I was hoping that every cast of her 4th ability will replenish her health. This way, I can keep spamming her ability while her immolation is active. Simply putting Rage on my build will allow me to have endless stream of energy while keeping my Ember alive with the new Molt Reconstruct Arcane. However, the Arcane doesn't work with Ember's 4th ability, which is kind of sad. I don't know if this is just a bug, but think of this. If it does work, then we can have an unlimited supply of energy that we can just spam forth while immolation is active. Like I have said, I don't know if this is a bug, or the developer did limit this Arcane, as using Ember's 1st ability will restore her health while using Molt Reconstruct. Another weird thing is that subsuming Thermal Sunder on my Ember, and expecting this ability to work with the Arcane was such a waste as it's not working also. It was really surprising, because after testing it with Garuda, the Arcane just works fine and it's an absolute blessing for the Blood Queen. It may not work with her bloodletting ability, but one cast of her 4th ability while Molt Reconstruct is equipped, and using this build will instantaneously heal Garuda, allowing you to ditch a Gloom build, and use something new with this Warframe. It is also super busted with Nidus, especially with a Blind Rage build. For those who think that you might need added survivability, or for those people who have replaced his 4th ability with a subsumed ability, then Molt Reconstruct is a great Arcane to have in your arsenal. One stomp of Virulence will replace the health of Nidus. And mind you, while doing this, you are also replenishing the health of your allies per cast. This is a pretty solid team-based Arcane for a farming Nidus setup. Just think of it, while farming with the Petrify Nidus with your friends, you can assure you can also support them in terms of survivability as per cast of Virulence, or any of your abilities will replenish their health as long as they are within 50 meters radius. Before you go, some additional details for this Arcane include energy converted to health only translate on the initial cast of a Warframe ability. It does not convert consumed energy per second by toggled abilities such as Peacemaker and Gloom, or those energy draining abilities to be exact. And of course, naturally, Levos and Hildrin do not benefit from this Arcane due to not having energy to spend. Molt Reconstruct adds another layer of awesomeness to meta Warframes, but I'm hoping that if that thing wherein it doesn't work on some abilities is just a bug, and it will get fixed soon since I wanted this Arcane not to be just for meta frames, but also can support those mediocre frames in the game, or as well as mastery rank fodders. Let me know in the comments section below what are your thoughts about this new Arcane. For extra tips and information, please share it also in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Squad Leader signing off.